I told you before, I'm gonna do something else in this closet. What is it? Let's see, I got some grab bars here. A couple grab bars. And we're doing the grab bars all because of this. Right down here. See how high this bottom threshold. These are sliding glass doors, and the sliding glass doors are supported at the bottom with the wheels. That's where all the weight is. And it's got to slide on this bottom track here, okay? Now see how high this track is here? And so when my auntie tries to get in her closet, she has to step right on top of that. And she's getting a little wobbly on her feet. And so, you know, she doesn't have much room here. She put 1 foot here, 1 foot out here, or stand like that. We're going to put these grab bars. I'm going to put a grab bar right there for like that. And on the other side of the closet, I'm going to put a grab bar right there. Okay, so as she's coming in, here, she can put her hand right like that and hang on to the grab bar. Okay. I'm going to make a little video. I'll probably make a little video of how to install the grab bars. I have quite a few grab bar installations on how to install grab bars, how to fix grab bars, how to support grab bars, how to install grab bars 2 or 3 different ways, and all that on my channel. Look for them. So now here's something that they could do, and here's something you could do. You've got this issue like this, and see, most of the time if you have something like this, your closet's not this deep. It's only 2 feet deep, so you never have to step on this. You're standing out here as you're grabbing your clothes, okay? But because this is a little bit deeper, what you could do, what I was thinking about doing is, the reason why they did that is they put a 1x3 or 1x2 underneath here. This is concrete subfloor. Down here they put that, they either glued it down to the floor, shot it down, whatever. Then they were able to take this threshold and screw it down. They ran the carpet. This is carpet with pad, and they just ran it up to here. Then they had to cut the carpet and install the carpet over here. Okay, what they should have done was glued this directly down to the subfloor, the concrete subfloor. That would have lowered this down at least 3/4 of an inch. This would have been flush with the top flush of the carpet. You could walk right over it. And I still, you know, they could do that now. If you look up here, this trim up here at the top basically just holds the door from going back and forth. It doesn't hold any weight. It just slides on there, and it's, see where it is? From here up, it's about 1 inch above there. So if I were to lower that by 3/4 of an inch, this would still hit about 1/4 inch up in this pocket, and that would be fine. That's something you could do if you've got this issue, okay? The reason why I'm not going to do that is eventually they're thinking about moving or taking this carpet out and putting a new floor here, and when they do that, they can change this at the same time, lower that down and all that. You know, if I were to do it now, the tack strip is probably pushed in there. The carpet is cut underneath here. They kind of pooched it under there. I'd have to cut that with a sheetrock knife all the way nice and clean on both sides. And then I might have to take the tack strip off, move the tack strip over, install a new tack strip, re-stretch the carpet back to there and all that. So it's quite the little process. Okay, man, I better get going on this job, and it looks like my little SanDisk card only is showing 3 minutes left on here, so I've got to get going. I may not show too much on how to install these grab bars. I'll get them up. I'll show you a little bit more on that. It looks like it's time to get busy. Well, my project is moving along here. I've got the shelves out. Yeah. See, I got everything pretty much ready. I got everything down here. I've got all that stuff pulled out. Now let's talk really quick about this sliding glass door assembly. Still, you were deciding, you were thinking maybe you wanted to lower this down. I already gave you some ideas on how to do that. Let's say that when you lower it down, you think, oh, that's all fine and dandy, Joe, but I don't have in the pocket that it's not an inch or an inch and a half, inch and a quarter tall. It's only sticking in there by about a ½ inch or a quarter inch as it is. And if I lower the bottom, this is going to fall right out of there. What else could I do? Well, what you could do is you could take this track assembly out, and see, this track usually is screwed in. See, here's 2 screws here, and there'll be 2 screws here and 2 screws down there. You could take this track out. You could put a pre-finished 1x3 material or something like that. See this piece here? You could buy something like this at the store. It's got a pre-finished edge, let's say, and you could screw that up to the top. Then you can take this track and screw it up to that. Okay, now see this piece here, it was just kind of like a piece of baseboard. This side is nice and sharp, and this side is pre-finished, rounded. You could do something like that, or you could take a 1x2 or something, so it's not as wide. Let's say this is 3 inches. You could put a 2-inch piece up there and have kind of a reveal right there. And you could do it that way. And if you don't have a white piece, you could pre-paint the edge of this trim white so it's up there, and you can have it actually behind this a little bit, so there's kind of like a little pocket there. You could do something like that. That way this will lower down 3/4 of an inch. Okay, if these are barely sticking in there, if you got enough room. Obviously we can't do that with this. We don't need to, because the top of this would hit, and we don't have to do that because there's enough slop in there. Okay, if we were to lower this right down to the concrete floor. Now if you have a subfloor, and if it's on a second floor, you just take that out and screw it right down to the floor. But in this case, if you wanted as concrete underneath here, just take some liquid nails or some construction adhesive or something, glue it straight down, because you're not going to need the screws anymore, are you? Or you'd have to roto hammer in some anchors down into the concrete, and then you can take your screws and put them back in there. Something like that. If you don't want the hole to not show after you glue this down, you could cut that off, and you can kind of glue the tip in so it looks like a screw's still there if you want it. Okay, now let me get back to work, okay? That's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.